Lizards are some of the most fascinating creatures on our planet with their unique adaptations and behaviors. But how much do you really know about these amazing reptiles? From their incredible ability to change color to their surprising intelligence, there's so much to discover about lizards. In fact, more than 60 different species of lizards have the ability to alter their skin color in response to environmental cues such as temperature, lighting, and even stress levels. For example, some lizards, like the common wall lizard, can turn white when they're stressed out, while others, like the brown anole, can change color to communicate with each other. But did you know that the lizard might have actually done it on purpose? That's right. Lizards have the amazing ability to voluntarily shed their tails as a defense mechanism against predators. They've adapted to thrive in a wide range of habitats, from the driest deserts to the wettest jungles. Some lizards are great at conserving water, while others have developed ways to get rid of excess water weight. That's because some lizards have evolved the ability to glide, allowing them to move from tree to tree without having to awkwardly jump and flap their little lizard arms. This adaptation comes in handy when they re-trying to escape from a predator or when they re-hunting for prey. Take the slow worm, for example. This legless lizard is found in Europe and parts of Asia and is completely blind, hence its name. Slow worms are great at burrowing through the soil, which helps them find food and avoid predators. This is thanks to their mobile jawbones, which act as sound receptors and transmit vibrations to their inner ear. They're incredibly adaptable animals that can be found in almost any environment on Earth. And who knows, maybe one day we'll evolve to have the same abilities. Until then, we all just have to marvel at the amazing creatures that share our planet and learn from their incredible adaptations. In addition to their acute hearing, lizards also have specialized cells in their skin that can detect minute changes in air pressure, helping them to fine-tune their sense of spatial orientation and balance. We hope that you enjoyed learning about these amazing reptiles as much as we enjoyed sharing this information with you. If you want to learn more about lizards or other reptiles, please let us know in the comments below. We're always happy to share our passion for reptiles with other enthusiasts. Thanks again for watching, and we hope to see you soon. Together, these adaptations give lizards an incredible ability to sense danger, allowing them to escape predators or hide in time. For example, if a hawk is circling overhead, a lizard can sense the change in air pressure caused by the hawk's wings and dive out of the way before it's too late. Similarly, if a snake is slithering nearby, a lizard can hear the vibrations of its scales and decide whether or not to flee. This sense of danger is critical to the survival of lizards, allowing them to navigate their environment safely and effectively. Another limbless lizard is the legless lizard, which is found in Australia. As its name suggests, it has tiny, almost non-existent limbs that are barely visible under its scales. These lizards are well adapted for life in the desert and are often mistaken for snakes. But if you look closely, you'll see that they have eyelids and external ears, which are both features that snakes lack. So there you have it. It's not all lizards need legs to get around. These legless lizards have found other ways to adapt to their environments and survive without limbs. Maybe one day we humans will evolve to have no legs either. Just imagine how much easier it would be to fit into a pair of skinny jeans. Some lizards, like the Draco genus, can even change the direction of their glide by controlling the flaps of skin on their sides. This allows them to steer through the air with precision, making them look like tiny flying reptiles straight out of Jurassic Park. Now, it's important to note that gliding is not the same as true flight. Lizards still need to jump or fall off a tree in order to start their glide. But once they're in the air, they're pretty much at the mercy of the wind. However, some lizards have taken gliding to the next level and developed wings. Wings. The flying fish lizard is a small lizard found in the forests of the Philippines that has evolved large. It's scaly wings that allow it to glide up to 60 meters through the air. It uses these wings to escape from predators and to hunt for insects. So while it's not quite soaring through the sky, it's pretty darn close. For example, the kangaroo rat can survive in the desert because it doesn't need to drink water. It gets all the moisture it needs from the plants it eats. On the other hand, the green iguana lives in the rainforest where water is plentiful, but it can still get dehydrated if it doesn't get enough. So it spends time in shady areas and drinks fresh water. These are just two examples of how lizards have adapted to survive in different environments. With over 6,000 species of lizards worldwide, there are countless examples of lizards that have adapted to thrive in every environment imaginable. Whether they're climbing trees, swimming in the ocean, or basking in the sun, lizards are perfectly suited to their habitats. When a predator grabs onto a lizard's tail, the lizard's body releases chemicals that make the tail muscles contract rapidly. This sudden movement breaks the tail off at a specific weak point, allowing the lizard to escape. The severed tail continues to wriggle on the ground, distracting the predator while the lizard makes its getaway. And even if the predator catches the lizard, it's a lot harder to swallow a head that can bite back. Plus, the lizard will be a lot less tasty after a few hours of digesting all those beetles it ate earlier. It's a pretty clever adaptation that has helped lizards survive for millions of years. While it might seem painful to us humans, remember that lizards don't feel pain in the same way that we do. They're cold-blooded creatures without the same nervous system as mammals. So while we shouldn't be too quick to judge their survival instincts, it's also a relief to know that they do unexperience pain in the same way that we do. The reason for this is that lizards have special cells called chromatophores that contain pigments which they can move around within their bodies by expanding or contracting the cells. This allows them to change the way that light reflects off of their skin, creating different colors. It's not just a cool party trick either. Changing colors allows lizards to camouflage themselves, regulate their body temperature, and attract mates. Some lizards even use their color changes as a form of communication. Displaying different colors to show submission or aggression towards other lizards. That's why we're here today to share 5 interesting lizard facts that you might not have known. These lizards can change color. Chameleons aren't the only lizards that can change color. Lizards can lose their tails to escape predators. If you've ever seen a lizard get its tail bitten off by a predator, you might have thought, wow, that's a pretty gruesome way to go. Lizards can live in almost any environment on Earth. From the hot deserts of Africa to the lush rainforests of Southeast Asia, lizards can be found in almost any environment on Earth. Some lizards can fly. Okay, so maybe they can't exactly fly through the air like a bird or an airplane, but they can glide through the trees with the best of them. Lizards can live without limbs. It might seem hard to believe, but there are actually several species of lizards that have no legs or arms. Lizards can sense danger through vibrations. Lizards have a highly developed sense of hearing that allows them to pick up on low-frequency sounds, including the vibrations produced by approaching predators. In conclusion, lizards are truly fascinating creatures with their amazing abilities to change color, lose their tails, glide through the air, and sense danger through vibrations. Thank you for watching.